Okay, new gadget. This is the archive radio. Every document you own is broadcasting on it, and any question can tune in. Rue, you're on mic, buddy. Ask it something normal.
My Wi-Fi keeps dying?
Hear that? Static. A perfectly good question. And it just missed every single document in the library. Rue, what exactly did you search?
Exactly what they typed, word for word.
Word for word. And that right there is the bug. Because nothing in that archive says Wi Fi keeps dying. The fix is in there. It just lives under a completely different name. Which brings us to the one line this whole episode hangs on: the best search query is usually not the user's query. Rewriting it, that's a skill. Let's learn it. Here's what's actually going on. Your documents broadcast in the language they were written in: intermittent connectivity. Router firmware, DNS cache, that's their frequency. And it never moves. And you broadcast in human. Wi Fi keeps dying. Same meaning, almost no overlap. Vector search puts a number on that: 0.52, not a match, not a miss, just fuzz. The radio calls it static.
So, the archive isn't broken?
Not even slightly, buddy. Nothing's broken. You're just tuned to the wrong frequency. And tuning we can fix. So watch the dial. Same intent, new words. Rewrite one. Wi Fi connection drops intermittently. 2 bars. The static's already thinning. Turn it again. Router intermittent drops, troubleshoot. 4 bars. We are close. Router firmware reset procedure, lock full signal, and there's the exact document that fixes it, sitting at 0.93.
Hold on, same question. Different words?
Different words, Rue. That's the entire trick. And here's the kicker. In Agentic RAG, the model turns this dial itself automatically before the search ever fires. If that just clicked for you, tap like real quick. It genuinely helps because this radio has 3 more buttons, and they're the good ones. Preset 1: Expand. Your query goes out wearing synonyms, disconnects, unstable connection, drops out. A wider wave. Now it snags the doc no matter which word the author happened to pick.
Ooh, what does this one do?
That one's split Rue for monster questions. It breaks one messy ask into 3 clean stations and scans them all at once. Multi-query retrieval if you want the fancy name. And preset 3 is my favorite. Describe. Don't search the question at all. Have the model imagine what the answer would sound like, then search with that. Nerds call it HyDE, and it works stupidly well because answers sound like answers. So, Rue, pop quiz. Which preset do you reach for?
All three?
Look at him, learning. Yes, real systems fire several rewrites at once and keep whatever locks on. So here's the whole episode in one picture. Same human question, 2 fates: raw, static, a 0.52, and a printer FAQ. Rewritten, locked signal 0.93, and the exact document that fixes the problem. Same question, different words, different universe. Next episode, the grader. How the agent scores what comes back and decides whether to spin the dial again. Subscribe so it lands the second it drops.
Can I keep the headphones?
Yes, Rue, you can keep the headphones. See you in episode 5.